Chosen ones, listen carefully. This may be the last video God has ever sent for you. The time is now if you are watching this. It is no coincidence. God has no other choice but to send you this final message. He has tried to reach you in every way possible. But now, this is the last chance for you to align fully with His divine purpose for your life. Stay ready. This is not just a warning. It is a divine urgency that you can't afford to ignore. What God is about to reveal to you could change everything you've been praying, hoping, and waiting for a breakthrough. But now that breakthrough is on the verge of manifesting, the things you've desired are no longer dreams. They are about to become your reality. But here's the cold, hard truth if you do not act on this. Now, if you're not ready, God will have no other choice but to move on. This message is for those who are truly ready to receive God's blessings, who are aligned with His guidance. If you are part of the 98% who continue to reject God's call, who refuse to fully embrace His guidance, this message may be your last chance. You see, God has been patient with you, giving you time to make the right choices, to prepare yourself for what's coming. But now, the time has run out. If you do not respond, if you do not act, God will have no other choice but to withdraw His guidance. Now is the time for you to decide. Will you heed this warning? Or will you let this last opportunity pass you by? If you are truly a chosen one, you will recognize this moment as the turning point in your life. Your spirit already knows that God is speaking to you right now. Before we continue, take a moment to pause this video and do these 3 things. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, help us reach 70,000 subscribers, leave a comment with the number 99. This powerful number will send an amplified signal to the universe and help align your energy with God's purpose. But hear this clearly. If you are not ready to receive this message, if you ignore the warning, you may never get another chance. God is not going to keep reaching out forever. Stay with me until the end, chosen one. Your life is about to change in ways you can't even imagine, but only if you are ready. Let's dive into the truth that could transform everything. This may be the last message that you ever receive. A message straight from the heart of God in the midst of everything happening around us. The time has come for a crucial decision, a moment where your entire life can pivot. God is speaking to you now. And this might be the final call, the final chance for your spiritual awakening. Don't ignore this message, for it may very well be your last opportunity to embrace the transformation God is offering. Are you ready to answer the call? Will you make the choice that will shape your future? God's love is always available, but sometimes due to our choices or distractions, we miss the moment of divine intervention. It's easy to think we have time, but in truth, the window is closing. If you feel God stirring your spirit, don't wait any longer. Embrace the guidance you are being offered now. For once the chance passes, it might never return. You're being called to act now, to step into the fullness of God's plan for your life. This is not just another video, it's a divine invitation. It's an opportunity to awaken to a higher purpose and experience a transformation that will impact every area of your life. Your destiny is waiting, and this message is the doorway to that transformation. Will you step through? You are one of the chosen ones selected by God for a divine purpose that goes beyond your understanding. This is not a coincidence, nor is it an accident that you found your way here today. The moment has arrived for you to embrace the transformation that God has been preparing for you. You've been on this journey for a reason, and now that reason is about to manifest in ways you never imagined. God has been working behind the scenes in your life, orchestrating every detail, preparing your heart, your mind, and your soul for this moment. It's time for you to rise, to step into the fullness of your potential. You are being called to something greater than yourself. This is your time to shine, to allow God's light to illuminate every dark corner of your life. Don't let this opportunity pass by. Transformation is never easy. It's often filled with struggles, doubts, and challenges, but those challenges are part of the refining process. God's transformation is a beautiful process that takes you from glory to glory, from strength to strength. The time for change is now, and it starts with you embracing the calling that is uniquely yours. We've reached a critical point in our spiritual journey, a point where there's no turning back. God is calling you to make a choice that will determine the course of your life. There is no room for mistakes. Now is the time for clarity, for decision, and for action. The stakes are high, and the moment of truth has arrived. This is not a time to waver or to hesitate. It's a moment where every choice you make counts. God's love is immeasurable, but so is his justice. Those who turn away from his guidance will find themselves left behind. The time for lukewarm faith is over. It's time to either step fully into the purpose God has laid out for you or to risk being left in the shadows. The door to transformation is open, but it won't remain open forever. The opportunity to act is now. What will you choose? Will you step forward in faith and trust God, or will you allow fear and doubt to keep you from the transformation? You were meant for. God's love is the ultimate key to success, not just in your spiritual journey, but in every area of your life. When you open your heart to God, everything changes. You no longer have to strive on your own strength, for God's love will empower you to overcome every obstacle, achieve your dreams, and experience true peace. His love is the foundation of success, both materially and spiritually. Imagine living a life where every decision is guided by God's love, where every challenge is met with confidence, and where you experience the fullness of joy. This is not a fairy tale. It is God's reality for you. When you walk in, his love doors open, and opportunities come your way in ways you never thought possible. You are no longer walking in your own power, but in the mighty power of God. God's love doesn't just bring success, it brings fulfillment. You can have all the material wealth in the world, but without God's love, it means nothing. It's his love that fills your soul, that brings peace in times of turmoil, and that gives you the strength to keep going. When the road is tough, every time you deny God's guidance, you walk further away from the very blessings you're praying for. It's easy to think we know what's best for ourselves, but the truth is, we don't see the bigger picture. God, however, sees everything. His guidance is not just a suggestion. It's a lifeline when you reject it. You risk missing out on the divine plans he has for you. The consequences of rejecting God's guidance may not always be immediate, but over time, you'll begin to see the ripple effect in every area of your life. Relationships may become strained, opportunities may slip through your fingers, and a sense of emptiness may begin to creep in when you walk away from God's voice. You're walking away from the very source of true fulfillment. The truth is, God doesn't force his guidance upon us. He offers it freely, but it's up to us to receive it. The choice is yours. Will you continue to ignore his voice, or will you humble yourself and open your heart to his direction? Remember, he's not just guiding you, he's protecting you from harm and leading you to your greatest potential. If you've been drifting away from God or relying on other sources of guidance, now is the time to rethink your path. Life is full of distractions and it's easy to get off course, but God is always waiting with open arms, ready to welcome you back. No matter how far you've wandered, His love never changes, and His grace is always available. It's time to return to the path that leads to life, peace and purpose. God's arms are wide open, waiting for you to come back home. He doesn't hold your mistakes against you. He wants to restore you, to renew you, and to bring you into a deeper relationship with Him. If you feel lost or unsure, don't hesitate to turn to Him. He's been waiting for this moment, and now you can return to the path of spiritual abundance. Returning to God isn't about perfection, it's about sincerity. If you've been running, stop. If you've been ignoring His voice, now is the time to listen. God is ready to lead you back, and this time He will guide you in ways you never thought possible. Did you know that a large majority, 98% of people who receive spiritual messages daily still reject God's guidance? They hear the call, they feel the stirring, but they turn away, distracted by the noise of the world or their own doubts. Only a small percentage, just 2%, are truly ready to answer God's call to rise above the challenges and to trust in His guidance. No matter what, the difference between these two groups is the level of faithfulness. The 2% are those who, despite mockery, rejection, and the pressures of life, have stayed true to God. They may not have all the answers, but they trust Him with all their heart. These are the ones who will rise, not because of their own strength, but because they rely on God's love and power to guide them through every storm. If you want to be part of the 2% who rise to experience the fullness of God's blessings, now is the time to renew your commitment to Him. The road won't be easy, but the reward is more than worth it. Stay faithful, stay focused, and keep trusting in God's plan. The path of faith is not always an easy one. Many will mock you, reject you, or try to discourage you from following God's guidance. But remember, it is precisely on this path where spiritual victory is won, those who stand firm in their faith, despite the challenges, are the ones who experience true transformation. Your victory is not in avoiding rejection, but in rising above it. Mocking and rejection may hurt, but they are not signs that you are on the wrong path. On the contrary, they are often signs that you are doing exactly what God has called you to do. Embrace the challenges and let them strengthen your resolve. The victory is in enduring with faith, knowing that God's love will carry you through when you stand firm in God's truth. No matter what others say or do, you are victorious. Your faith will become an anchor in the storm, and God will reward your faithfulness with His abundant blessings. The mocking and rejection will fade, but your spiritual victory will last forever. The power of God's love is unparalleled. It is transformative, healing, and life-changing. If you've been struggling or feeling lost, know that God's love is ready to awaken something powerful within you. This awakening is not just a spiritual event. It will touch every area of your life, your relationships, your work, your health, and your purpose. When God's love floods your life, everything changes. God's love will awaken you to the truth of who you are and what you are meant to accomplish. It will ignite a fire within you that no challenge can extinguish. You'll begin to see the world through new eyes, and your life will be filled with joy, peace, and purpose. This divine awakening is not just about feeling good, it's about becoming who God has created you to be. This awakening is a gift, but it requires your participation. Open your heart to receive it. Surrender your fears and doubts. Allow God's love to transform you from the inside out. The power of His love is greater than any obstacle you may face, and it will carry you through the challenges of life. God is preparing you for your second awakening, a divine event that will radically change everything. This isn't just another spiritual experience. It's a complete transformation that will redefine the way you see the world and your place in it. If you thought your first awakening was powerful, get ready, because the second one will bring even deeper clarity, greater understanding, and a more profound connection to God. In this second awakening, you will shed old layers of doubt, fear, and confusion. It's like waking up from a fog and seeing everything clearly for the first time. You'll begin to understand your purpose in a way you never have before, and you'll feel God's presence in every part of your life. The second awakening is not just about feeling closer to God. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be. This transformation will be a turning point. Once you fully embrace it, you won't be able to go back to your old ways. You'll find yourself making decisions with a new sense of peace and clarity. You'll begin to walk in alignment with God's will for your life, and things that once seemed impossible will become not just possible but inevitable. God is about to unlock your full potential. Prepare yourself for the change of a lifetime. The transformation that God's love brings isn't just a subtle change. It's radical. It's a complete shift in how you see yourself, the world around you, and your connection to everything. God's love is more than an emotion. It's a force of nature that has the power to change your life. In an instant, the love God has for you is transformative. And when it floods your heart, it doesn't just make minor adjustments. It rewires your entire being. Get ready for a transformation that will shake you to your core. This is not a light touch. It is an all-encompassing renewal. God is about to do something profound in your life. You will feel it in your relationships, in your career, in your physical health, and in your spirit. The deep-rooted pain you've carried will be replaced by peace and joy. Your mind will be renewed, and your heart will be set, ablaze with purpose. Embrace this radical change. Open your heart to God's love and let it break through the walls you've built around yourself. This transformation is not just about making things better. It's about making you new. Prepare for God to lead you into a future that is brighter and more fulfilling than anything you've imagined. One of the greatest gifts God offers his children is divine protection in a world filled with uncertainty, anxiety, and danger. Knowing that God is watching over you can bring an unmatched sense of peace. This protection isn't just about keeping you safe from physical harm, though God certainly does that. It's about shielding you from spiritual and emotional harm as well. No matter where life takes you, God's protection will always be your shield. When you fully trust in God's protection, fear has no place in your heart. His love is your armor, and his power is your defense. You don't need to carry the weight of worry, because God has already promised to take care of you every area of your life. Whether it's your finances, your family, or your health is under his watchful eye. There is no problem too big for God to handle, and no enemy too strong for his protection. This divine shield is a reminder that you are never alone when the world around you feels chaotic or unpredictable. You can rest in the assurance that God is guarding your every step. Trust in his protection, and you will find yourself walking through life with a peace that surpasses all understanding. Betrayal can feel like the most painful wound, whether it's from a loved one, a friend, or a trusted mentor. The sting of betrayal can leave you questioning everything. But here's the truth. God specializes in turning our deepest wounds into the greatest sources of blessing. He takes what was meant to hurt you and uses it to propel you into something better. Your pain is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of a beautiful new chapter. God's love has the power to heal even the deepest hurts. He doesn't just cover your wounds, he transforms them into testimonies of his goodness. When you allow God's love to flow into your life, you will see how he turns betrayal into blessing. The relationships that once caused you pain will be replaced by stronger, more meaningful connections. Your confidence will be restored and your faith will grow deeper than ever before. It's through the trials that we often find the most profound blessings. God is turning your story of betrayal into a story of triumph. Trust him, and you'll soon see how his love can lift you higher than you ever imagined when you allow God's love to transform you. You don't just change on the inside, you change how the world sees you. People will begin to notice something different about you. You'll become a person of influence not because of your own efforts, but because God's love is shining through you. This isn't about seeking fame or recognition, it's about being the kind of person who radiates peace, kindness, and compassion. The more you embody God's love, the more people will be drawn to you. They'll respect you because they'll see something real and authentic in your life. You won't have to try to influence others. It will happen naturally because God's love is magnetic. When you walk in his love, you will inspire others to do the same. You'll become a vessel of God's grace, and your life will speak volumes without saying a word. This is the kind of influence that matters, one that leads people to God, to healing, and to peace. Embodying God's love means becoming a reflection of his character. And in doing so, you'll impact the lives of everyone around you. Your influence will extend beyond your words. It will be evident in everything you do. This is the final call, the moment of truth. The time to prepare for what's coming is now. God is making his move. And those who are ready will experience his transformation in ways they never thought possible. But those who continue to delay, to ignore his call, will be left behind. This isn't a threat, it's a reality. God has been calling you for a long time, but the window of opportunity is closing. If you've been waiting for the right time, stop. The right time is now, the time to act, to step into God's purpose, to embrace his love, and transformation is right before you. Don't let this moment slip away. Prepare yourself, your heart, your mind, and your spirit for what God is about to do in your life. The path to transformation is open, but only for those who are ready. Make the choice today. Don't wait until it's too late. God is offering you the chance to experience his love, his protection, and his transformation. Will you step forward or will you be left behind? The decision is yours. Get ready. The time is now. The divine shift is upon you. And with it comes a powerful transition from struggle to abundance. Life often feels like a series of challenges where obstacles seem to arise at every turn. But the truth is, these struggles are part of the divine plan that is shaping you for greater things. You are being prepared for a season of abundance, a time when what you have worked for will finally manifest in the most incredible ways. This shift is not just about material wealth. It's about abundance in all areas of your life. Your relationships, your health, your spiritual growth, and your emotional well-being are all about to experience a transformation. As you align yourself with God's will, you will begin to see the fruits of your labor in ways that defy your understanding. The abundance God promises is not just for you, but for everyone you touch. It's a ripple effect that will bring blessings into your life and the lives of others. During this time, you may feel as though nothing is changing. But remember, growth takes time. Trust in the process and stay rooted in faith. The struggles you faced have strengthened your character and prepared you for this moment of breakthrough. God's timing is perfect, and now is the time for you to move into the abundance He has waiting for you as you embrace the divine shift. Keep your heart open to receiving. Sometimes we are so accustomed to struggling that we forget how to receive. With gratitude, know that abundance is not just about having more, but about being more peaceful, more loving, more aligned with your higher purpose. Step into this new season with an open heart and watch as your life flourishes. In ways you never imagined, there are unseen forces at work in your life. Angels who are constantly guiding, protecting, and supporting you on your journey, while you may not see them with your physical eyes. Their presence is undeniable. They are working behind the scenes, orchestrating events and circumstances that lead you closer to your destiny. It's easy to feel alone or uncertain at times, but you are surrounded by heavenly beings who are tirelessly helping you. Angels are messengers of God's love sent to offer guidance, comfort, and protection when you need it most. They intervene in your life in ways that you may not even realize, placing you in the right place at the right time, protecting you from harm, and guiding you toward the path of divine purpose. Their role is to ensure that God's plan for you unfolds smoothly, helping you navigate the challenges you face. You might find that when you are at your lowest point, you receive a burst of inspiration, a timely phone call, or a moment of clarity that leads you in the right direction. These are the angels at work, responding to your needs and leading you toward greater spiritual growth. Their guidance often comes in the form of intuition dreams or a sudden feeling of peace, reminding you that you are never truly alone. God's promise to you is unwavering, no matter where you are in life or what struggles you are facing. He will never leave you nor forsake you in moments of despair when it feels as though everything is falling apart. Remember that God is right there beside you, holding you up with His eternal love. His faithfulness is constant and His promise is true. He will never abandon His children when you walk through the valleys of life. It can be easy to feel forgotten, but God's love doesn't falter. It remains steadfast, guiding you through every dark moment and leading you toward the light. His promise is not just a comforting thought. It is a living, breathing truth that is evident in every blessing, every answered prayer, and every moment of divine intervention in your life. The promise that God will never forsake you means that no matter how much you may feel lost or alone, you are always within reach of His embrace. Even when others turn away, God's presence will be your constant companion. His love is not conditional. It doesn't change based on your circumstances. It is always available, always abundant, and always there to support you. As you face challenges and uncertainties, hold on to God's unwavering promise. It is the foundation that will keep you grounded when the storms of life come. Trust that God will carry you through and that His love will guide you safely to the other side of every trial. Doubt can be one of the greatest obstacles on your spiritual journey. It plants seeds of uncertainty, clouding your vision and making it difficult to fully embrace the transformation that God has in store for you. However, breaking free from doubt is essential to unlocking the fullness of your spiritual potential. When you let go of doubt, you make space for faith, for belief in God's ability to transform your life. Spiritual transformation begins when you decide to trust in God's promises, even when circumstances seem uncertain. It's easy to doubt when things aren't going according to plan, but God's ways are higher than ours and His timing is perfect. As you step out in faith, you will begin to see that doubt loses its power over you. You will grow stronger in your conviction and more confident in God's plan for your life. Breaking free from doubt requires you to renew your mind and align your thoughts with God's truth. Begin to focus on His promises rather than the challenges you face. Remember that God is bigger than any obstacle, and with Him all things are possible. The more you meditate on His word and trust in His guidance, the more you will experience a radical transformation in your life. As you embrace this transformation, you will find that the peace that comes from trusting in God far outweighs the uncertainty of doubt. You will walk with greater clarity, knowing that God's hand is upon you, guiding you every step of the way. Your spiritual journey will become more vibrant, fulfilling and purposeful as you release doubt and embrace the truth of God's love. There is a profound power in divine timing. Everything in your life is unfolding exactly as it should, at exactly the right time. It may not always make sense, and you may have wondered why certain things haven't happened yet, but God's timing is never early or late. It's always perfect now, more than ever. The time for you to step into your purpose is here. Many times we try to rush things or force outcomes, but this only leads to frustration and disappointment. When we align with God's perfect timing, things fall into place effortlessly. The doors that were once closed begin to open, and the opportunities you've been waiting for manifest in unexpected ways. Divine timing is a reminder that you don't need to worry or rush. You simply need to trust right now. God is preparing you for something incredible. The circumstances of your life are being orchestrated in a way that is setting you up for success, growth, and transformation. It's important to recognize that the present moment is exactly where you need to be. The lessons, the growth, and the preparation are all happening for a reason. Trust that now is your moment to step into the next phase of your journey. Embrace this moment with faith and confidence. Don't second guess yourself or question God's plan. This is the time to take action, to step out in faith, and to trust that God is leading you exactly where you need to go. Divine timing is at work in your life, and now is your time to shine. A new era is unfolding in your life, and it is one that is being shaped by God's hand. The past has had its place, but now you are being ushered into a new season, one that is filled with endless possibilities and divine opportunities. God is redefining your destiny, calling you into a future that is far beyond what you could have imagined for yourself. This new era is marked by growth, transformation, and empowerment. It is a time when you will begin to see your true potential and walk in the fullness of your purpose. The limitations that once held you back are being broken off, and God is opening new doors that will lead you toward a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Redefining your destiny is not about changing who you are. It's about awakening to the fullness of who you are meant to be. God has a unique plan for your life, and in this new era, He is revealing that plan to you in greater detail. The challenges and obstacles you have faced are no longer defining you. They are shaping you into the person God created you to be. Embrace this new era with faith and excitement. God is moving in your life in powerful ways, and He is leading you into a season of unprecedented favor and success. Trust in His plan and step forward with confidence, knowing that the best is yet to come. Pain is an inevitable part of life, but it doesn't have to define you. God has a plan to take the pain you've experienced and transform it into something powerful, something that will serve His greater purpose. Every hurt, every heartbreak, and every loss is part of a larger story of restoration. Through God's love and healing, your pain will become the very thing that propels you into your purpose. Restoration is not about erasing the past. It's about using the lessons learned from it to create a future that is more meaningful and fulfilling. God's plan for your life includes turning your struggles into triumphs. The pain you've endured has equipped you with the wisdom, strength, and resilience to help others who are going through similar experiences. As you embrace God's plan for restoration, you will find that the pain of the past loses its power over you. Instead of being a source of shame or regret, it becomes a part of your testimony, a story of God's grace and transformation. Your purpose will emerge more clearly as you allow God to heal you and guide you into a future that is aligned with His will. Allow God to restore you, fully trust that His plan for your life is far greater than anything you could have imagined as He heals you. He will also use your restored life to bless others. Your pain will become a powerful tool for His kingdom, and you will walk in your purpose with confidence and clarity. Faith is not built in times of comfort,